Well child visits are paramount to maintaining your child's mental and physical well-being, and it's important that parents continue to maintain pediatric care regardless of the pandemic, because your child's health depends on it. Dr. Thompson, it is so good to see you, and I want to talk about a very important topic, and that is well child visits. So help our viewers understand, why is it so important that they maintain their well child visits for their children, even during the pandemic?
Thank you. We live in an unprecedented time. There has not been a global health crisis like this in over 100 years. And at this point, we have no idea of what long-term effects are going to happen to our kids and to our future generations. So now it's more important than ever that we're watching the growth, development, and health of our kids.
And help us understand too, what can people expect in a well child visit? What are some of the screenings that you do?
Your pediatrician will first take a full history. They'll also do screening, looking for risk factors for anemia, screenings for autism, hearing, vision, and also blood pressure checks. Your pediatrician will then perform a full head-to-toe physical. And afterwards, we'll get them all caught up on their vaccines for school, and hopefully the kids will still leave with a smile and a cool sticker.
But help us understand, what risk are parents taking when they do not bring their child in for those well child visits to make sure that they're hitting those developmental milestones and getting those vaccines?
There are big concerns from the American Academy of Pediatrics about rising vaccine preventable illness due to these delays. It's so important that we're watching our kids' health. I had a child come in the other day for a regular routine checkup, and we were able to identify that he had a heart arrhythmia. Now, this is something mom had no clue and was completely surprised about this. So we were so glad, she was so glad that we were able to catch this, and we're able to come up with a treatment plan and a plan for recovery for him.
Wow, I got goosebumps, because that's the whole point of these visits, right? It's not just the maintenance, it's also making sure that you're staying on top of things that you may not even be aware of that are a really big deal for your child's health. And I know that we're targeting, younger children, but why is it important as well that we maintain those well child visits for 12 to 18-year-olds?
Great question. So this is a group that I have been really worried about throughout the pandemic. It's a stressful time for kids as they enter their first years of middle school and high school. Practicing throughout this year, I have seen a large increase in anxiety, in depression, in social isolation, and also learning difficulties due to this online and hybrid school. We also have to remember, we talk a lot about vaccines in younger kids, but these kids also need vaccines, important ones like HPV, and vaccines to prevent them from getting meningitis.
And help us understand too, for that reassurance for parents, what are you doing to keep your clinic safe during COVID-19?
Yeah, we really hope that families feel safe and supported when they come to see us. We'll do screenings at the front door, making sure that they're healthy to enter. We all wear masks for their protection. When they enter one of our exam rooms, they'll see a sign that says clean and safe. So we have been doing extra cleaning. So we hope that you come and see us. We're here for you, and we're ready to see you safely.
And where can people go to learn more?
They can go to saintalskids.com, or they can call 367-DUCKS.